Today is a great day, guys. Today we are finally getting this cast off and switching to a brace. I was supposed to get this cast off about a week and a half ago, but doctor said he wanted to get some imaging done before he gets it off, just to make sure there's been enough healing done. He's the expert. He's one of the best in Wisconsin, so I'm going to trust his opinion on that. With an injury like this, you can't rush it, because the shortest time it would take to heal a fractured scaphoid would be at least 6 months, and we are barely over the 3-month mark right now. We are about 13 weeks post-op, roughly. I'm really not trying to rush this injury. I want to make sure that I am fully healthy before I step on the court again. It's been a long process and very humbling, to say the least. But honestly, at this point in my career, I think it's something I needed. Just as a reminder, basketball can be gone at any second. I could pop an ACL next workout and not be able to play again. So it really teaches you to love and appreciate what you have in the moment, because it could be gone at any moment. But as of right now, I'm just grateful that I have the people around me and the doctors around me that really know what they're doing and are trying to get me back on the court as quickly as possible. So all things considered, I'm very blessed and fortunate to be in the position that I'm in. And I'm very hopeful that I will be getting out of this cast today and taking steps in the right direction. But anyway, I'm going to keep you guys updated. See you in there. That is just absolutely disgusting. I need to wash the crap out of this. Update, this is how it's looking now. Just finished washing it. The scarring looks pretty good. The dead skin, that's gonna go away. But yeah, overall it feels good. It looks pretty much normal. I can't really tell what's normal with this thing anymore. It's been injured for so long, but we're going in the right direction, so that's all that matters. So we are back home now following our post-op appointment, and we are in another cast. Can't say that I'm not a little bit disappointed about being in another cast, but at the end of the day, I have faith in the doctors and what they're doing. We're going to be in a cast for another month. He says there is a lot of good things, a lot of good news. There is a lot of healing being done, but just not enough where I can have full range of motion. And honestly, I agree with him. It didn't feel like it was ready yet either. But as of right now, on the bright side, I do have a fully exposed thumb now, so that is good news. I'm still scared to move it a little bit, just because it feels so weird moving it for the first time. And if you can't tell by looking at it, it is very covered in dead skin right now, so that's very gross. My whole hand was like that, so very disgusting. But we're gonna keep moving in the right direction, and appreciate you guys sticking with me for this process. One of the grossest parts about this new cast is I now have all this fresh dead skin to peel. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it is very gnarly right now. But we're gonna get it cleaned up. I'll put a picture up just so you guys can see what it looked like before, because it was way worse. But anyway, we are back at the gym today. Not really sure what's causing the delay with the injury, but at the end of the day, doctor says it's just going to be a waiting game. But we are in a cast for another month. I'm grateful that I have some movement to my thumb again, because you don't know how much you use a thumb until you lose it for a while. But we're just going to keep doing our part, trusting the process, staying faithful, and just being extra cautious with this injury, so that when the time does come, when I'll be fully back on the court, I'll be ready to go and there'll be no delay. But for right now, we're going to get back in there. Stay tuned. So for this workout, I'm going to break down how I've been going about working on my perimeter game. So it's pretty easy to play under the rim with one hand, just working on getting up to the rim, or doing catch and shoot threes on the perimeter. But since I am still able to dribble the ball with one hand, I do want to try to work on at least some dribble moves. That way, when I get my hands back, I won't be starting from square one. So as you can see, I'm starting off with the same combo moves where I'm only using my right hand, that in and out, that pound dribble, and that slide dribble. I'm working on different finishes from there. And especially once I get to this perimeter shot right here, I take some time to go into a set shot. Otherwise, that shot on the move with my hand is just going to be limited. But yeah, let's get on to the next part of the video. You know, when I first got back home, one of the first messages I told to a lot of my friends, family, players was how much the trip reinstituted my faith in God. And a lot of them were confused when I said this. Over the past 4 years, I've lost a lot of friendships, lost a lot of relationships. I've had people close to me pass away. I've been in situations where I was frustrated, angry, scared, wondering why God is putting me down this path. And I kept praying the same prayer. I wanted to accomplish my childhood dream. I wanted to play basketball overseas and live out my dream. It didn't have to be the NBA, it didn't have to be the Euro League, it didn't have to be a massive league. I just wanted to travel the world playing the game I love. And he answered my prayer. And everything that happened had to happen the exact way it happened for me to get over there. And with that, God gave me more tests, which is part of his plan, you know? So now, even though I'm in this cast for another month, I still have just as much faith in him as I did when I got back. Because I know that I'm in this cast for a reason, and I know that it's part of his plan for me. And listen, I know I've not lived a perfect, sinless life, and that's the exact reason why I feel the need to share all of this with you about my faith, because I think there's a lot of people that, because they haven't lived a perfect life, they're scared to share their faith, or they're scared to share their beliefs. Um, and I think that's foolish, because all of us are sinful. All of us are part of this generation. All of us live through, sinful social media, lust, drug abuse, alcohol abuse. Um, the list goes on and on. We're all sinful and fall short of the glory of God. And I am no different. I am just as sinful as anybody else, which is why I feel that it's so important for me to share this message with you and share my journey with you, in the hopes that it gives you some sort of inspiration to share that light with others. I still have this faith in him for a reason, and I trust in his plan. And I already see that some of his plan is paying off for me. You know, I wouldn't be working for the Bucks if it wasn't for this injury. I wouldn't have started my own business if it wasn't for this injury. I wouldn't have started my own training if it wasn't for this injury. And I can see the path to where this is all going to pay off for me. And none of it would have happened if I wasn't in this cast and had to take a step back from basketball. So I'm grateful for it. Alright guys, it is officially March 30th. We are 1 week out from our next post-op appointment. And as you guys can see, the weather is finally nice here in Milwaukee. I don't have to hide inside anymore for my workouts. I can actually get some good cardio in and build some of that basketball shape back that I've been missing these past few months. And also, it's a bit therapeutic to be on my childhood rim again. Some workouts there on this rim. This is where first shot of basketball out here, so it's kind of therapeutic to be full circle and just being able to work out in this hoop again. With this extra month, the cast. Honestly, this month has been very difficult. It's been the hardest so far, especially when I was expecting to be able to get out of the cast and just be able to have some fresh air hit my hand again. But really been paying attention to what's important and what lessons can be learned. And right now, for me, it's just going to be limiting my distractions. I think I'm human just like everyone else. I have distractions that can always come into play, whether it's friends or relationships or just bad habits. I think some of those can come into play. Something like this that doesn't want to heal teaches me what's important and what I really have to focus on, especially when workouts are a bit more of a grind than before. Before, I didn't have any limitations, I didn't have anything holding me back. Really just learning to be patient with the lessons that are being taught to me at this time. And it's not the easiest thing in the world by any means, but I know that my time in this cast and this time where I have to take a step back is only going to be the best for me going forward. And the lessons that I'm going to learn now are going to pay dividends later on once I'm fully healthy and back in the court. As of right now, I'm going to leave it here for today's video. Time I see you guys, I will be hopefully getting this boy off, knock on wood. Again, I love you guys, love all the support that you've been giving me, and until next time.